Hey Amigurs, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sue and I'm the creator behind my small crochet business called RobotSakura. If you're new to my channel, I like to give you updates on some of my crochet projects and bring you along to my crochet markets throughout the year. So thank you so much for joining me in today's video. In today's video, I will be giving an update on some of the projects that I've been working on. You might want to watch until the end because I do have a surprise in this video, so you want to stay tuned and check out what that is, because I've been working very hard on this project throughout the month of February and I would love for you to see what I've been working on. So on the topic of markets for this year, in my previous video on my crochet updates about what I made for the month of January, I mentioned a couple markets that I applied for the year, and they were really big festivals. And unfortunately, I did not get accepted into them. I am waitlisted, but typically in my own experience from last year or even the previous 2 years, when I go on a wait list for really big festival style markets, I don't generally hear back from them or get offered a spot. So I'm going to consider that as not being accepted. So the only market I have for the year right now is the one that's coming up in April, and it's organized by a farmer's market in the city or town of Stillville, and it's an indoor winter market. And I'm really looking forward to attending that market because I do have a couple of friends from that market that I've met in the previous 2 years that I've attended for their outdoor market that I'm looking forward to seeing again. So as we get closer to that market date, I will show you some of the things that I made that I will be bringing to that particular market. But moving on to this video is all about what I've been working on for the month of February. So I'm going to show you some of the items that I crocheted, and I'll show you a surprise item near the end of the video. So first things first, in no particular order, I made a couple of these chubby bears. And they're very, very squishy, and I really like how quickly they work out. They're perfect for markets. I made one panda. I'm going to have to make another panda because I made 2 of the regular teddy bears, so I just want them to be in pairs. So right now I have a total of 3 of these little bears. And then the next thing that I have are these little stress ball or squish balls, and I made a couple more in my previous video from January. I showed a couple of these little stress balls, and they were really great hits at my market, so I added a couple more to my inventory. And the next thing that I want to show you is a loaf dog that I made, and this is a pug, and I am so in love with this. I actually just realized that I forgot to add some face details to it. The pattern calls for face details. I meant to come back to this one and add that, and I completely forgot to add a couple of face details. Like I think they're eyebrows on the face of this little pug dog, and I'm so in love. I really want to make another one, but I don't think I have enough gray yarn, so this is the one that I have so far. And then I added 2 more these little mini loaf kittens to my inventory. I have one that's in this variegated cream color, and I have another one that's in the black with the more like the eyes, the safety eyes that has the color around the rim. The black ones are one of my most popular, and the cream variegated ones are also one of my most popular. These 2 tends to be the one that sells out the most, so I added just one more to my inventory. And then the next ones that I have to show you are these capybaras. These are absolutely adorable. I love the way that they're shaped, and I love how tiny their little ears are and their little feet. So I made 2 of these, considering making a few more because I think people just love capybaras, and this is a really good size for a market, and it's a pretty quick make too. So 2 capybaras. And last week, I kind of went a little bit overboard with these octopus. So this is a new pattern that I was trying out. It's a free Instagram pattern, and I will oh, by the way, I will link all of the name of the creators of these patterns in my description box below, so go check that out if you're interested in any of these patterns. But I came across this free one on Instagram, and I had a couple of skein of these variegated colored yarn, so the blue one or green one, and then I have a pink one, and I just wanted to use them up, so I just went a little bit overboard making a whole bunch of these octopus, but they are absolutely cute. They're so adorable, and they're pretty quick to make too. They're very, very easy. So I have 3 in the variegated green, And then I also have 3 in the pink. So I think that's enough for now. I want to continue making more just to finish up the skein, but I think we'll see how they do at the markets. And if you saw my previous video from January, you'll know that I mentioned that I was really obsessed with making cows. And I think that obsession has not gone away because I made a couple more cows to add to my inventory. These are all new patterns that I've never tried before. I think this one is a free one on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken. And I actually made, oh, I just found another one. So I actually made a total of 3 of these regular berry loaf cows. And I recently came across the most adorable free pattern on Instagram for these little Highland cows. And look how cute they are. Oh, I'm so in love. I am going to be making so many of these little Highland cows. I'm obsessed with Highland cows, and this is absolutely fantastic to add to my inventory. And then the next thing that I made is this one here. So this is one of the biggest projects that I've been working on in February. And as you're probably aware, this is inspired by Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters. I absolutely love this pattern. It's so detailed, but the way the pattern is written, it's one of those patterns that flows very well and works up very nicely. And it doesn't take as long as it looks. It looks very complicated, and it is a lot of details, and there are a lot of pieces that you do have to crochet and then add on. But it's absolutely worth it in the end because look how amazing this looks. All right, guys. Now, are we ready for the great reveal? Ta-da! So this is actually my own pattern. I've been working on perfecting it throughout the month of February. I put in so much work for it on this, and I just love how it came out. It is so chunky and so adorable, and it's even got little squishy cheeks, and it's basically a loaf frog, but it is so cute. So these eyes are bobble stitches, and along with the feet. And I'm still kind of working on like fixing up the placement of the feet, because as you can see, it's close to the head, and I'm not sure if I like that. It sits very, very well, I can tell you that. So because it's nicely balanced, I'm not sure if I do really want to play around with the placements of the feet or any other parts yet. For example, the cheeks themselves, I'm considering whether I should place them even higher, closer to the eyes. So this is basically the first phase, and I'm still kind of working on finalizing the pattern and then writing it up. And then if you are following me on Instagram, I am going to be announcing a pattern tester call for this Loaf Frog. I'm also kind of working on a few names to name this little frog too. Well, not solo frog. I have a couple names in mind. I haven't decided which one to go with yet. So stay tuned. If you would like to participate in the tester call, please follow me at RobotSakura.official on Instagram. And I might be announcing a giveaway soon on this channel. So if you want to participate in that and you want to keep yourself updated on when that will come, please like this video, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.